Well, hello and welcome people of the internet back to another episode of Twilight Survivors. Today we're playing Aldreya the Archer, who's going to be shooting 4 arrows right now because, again, like always, I completed her talent tree as far as we can. We have an enhancement here, a weapon mod, that's going to increase her projectile count. She is also going to be increasing her absolute damage based on her movement speed. Now, I assume I haven't found any tooltips. The tooltips in this game, I'm going to be honest, could use a little bit of addressing, if you will. So for example, like absolute damage, I'm assuming because it says absolute, it's increasing all of her damage by movement speed. That's a little bit different than like different damage indications that I've seen in the past. It's the only instance of absolute damage I think I've seen in the game so far. So I'm going to kind of assume that, but either way, helping out her movement speed is going to help out some instance of her damage. And then we also have all projectiles flight speed. And then there was something, wasn't there something about cooldown? Oh, right. I have her Quent card. So we are going to be going with the VIP pass, which we unlocked last time. Get a little bit more XP, but also greatly decrease it, or by 15%, greatly, depending on how you want to classify it. All cooldown, and we're also going to go with the Broken Wing, so we're just going to be 30% less cooldown. Going to help us fire off a lot more abilities. One thing that I was noticing in the last episode that we played with Augustine was this this new area. There's the difficulty has definitely ramped up from the first area. There's a lot more enemies, and so I really just want to be firing things off as fast as possible. So really cool looking new enemy. Let's go ahead and jump in. One thing I also realized from last time, I was sitting here a little bit, I'm recording this like right after the last time, or the last video with Augustine, is one thing that was not like fully explained. I should say it's hinted at, but it's not actually told, is that not every super weapon needs to be combined with a weapon and a passive. There are actually some that can get combined with 2 weapons. And like I said, let's take a look here really quick. It is hinted, right? So a lot of these are weapon passive, weapon passive, weapon passive, but there are some hinted. Let's see if I can find them here. Well, they're actually not on here, but for example, I know that the tornado combines with what is it? It's like rain of fire. So it's 2 weapons that combine together, and I would not have known that because the game in the tutorial told me specifically, okay, well, we'll just take Charm of Speed here. It automatically it combines. We already have that. The game told me that it heavily implied that I needed a weapon and a passive. So I would have only found that out. I would have only discovered that because I'm looking at a full breakdown here on the Steam guides that someone was kind enough to write out for me, and so we figured that out. So that's going to help a little bit in the future, getting the best options for us. Now, what is that? What is that even? Oh, it's 2 different. I was like, this looks like some kind of weird freaky deer, but now we got a mythic altar. So we're going to go ahead and head there. And then what is the next? There's a mythic altar right there as well. So then we'll head to this mythic altar. We'll head to the mage tower, and then we'll head to the traveler. So that'll kind of be our path that we're hoping to do this time. But I have been really enjoying the game. It is definitely, you know, like I mentioned, let's see. I'm not going to go with Booster Stone this time. I think I'm just going to go with Boomerang Dagger since it is a projectile, and it'll work well with our projectile speed. It is a little bit more of a cozy game, you know, for me at least, a chill game, cozy game, however you want to kind of classify it. But you know, it's not as sweaty as some others. Now, obviously, there's it's definitely getting a little bit more difficult, and I have a feeling at some point I'm gonna, you know, nix what I say and be like, no, this is no longer a chill game. It's quite difficult. But for now, at least, oh hey, I actually passed where I need to go here. It's a fun little like calming game. Ooh, Ratchet Disc could be fun. Now, Ratchet Disc is another one that I realize combines with another weapon, and we need to find, I believe it's Explosive Trap. I could be wrong about that. Let me take a double look here. Let's go ahead and activate this altar. Ratchet Trap, Ratchet Trap, Ratchet Trap, Ratchet Trap. Let's look really quick. Hello? Where are you? Oh, we're just gonna do a quick little fine. Let's go ratchet trap or ratchet disc. Yeah, explosive trap. That's what I meant. That's what that's what I meant. Oh, we got a little mage here. Oh, the mage is here, so we don't get a bonus. We gotta fight him. That's rough. All right, Golden Radiance I didn't really like. Let's go ahead with, or I mean, Golden Radiance was fine, but I'm gonna go with the ratchet discs. Nice little bomb, blow him up. Ooh, Rain of Fire. Rain of Fire. Do I want to go with Rain of Fire? I do. I mean, I do, but I also want to get the explosive trap. Okay, let's go with that. We're kind of going for a projectile build, so maybe I'll save Rain of Fire and Tornadoes for a later character. Oh, that was freaking stupid. Okay. We're starting to... Well, there's the tornado. Okay, I think I'm just going to go... I'm just going to reroll this. There's the explosive trap. All right, so we can get those. We can work those up. Going to be a little bit tougher to get those working, so hopefully they make it worthwhile for us, because I'm assuming we still have to get them both leveled up to level 5. Damage reduction for every 8 levels attained also unleashes armor shards in all directions at periodic intervals to deal additional damage equal to 80% defense if Elven Forge is equipped. Oh, well, that's not going to happen because we don't have Elven Forge. Okay, well, unfortunate. Let's keep going with Explosive Trap. Okay, and what was the next one? Oh, there's still a thingy over here that we need to do. Okay, well, let's make our way to the thingy. We always want to make our way to the thingies. Wait a second, where'd it go? Oh, it's like right here. Oh, does it just mean I have to beat him? Is that all it's implying? Ooh, let's go phase boots. I want to pick these up. It's going to help increase our damage because, of course, it'll make us faster. And we scale damage on speed. So let's be speedy boys. All right, dude, you're hitting a lot of mines here. I'd appreciate it if you just go to sleep. Go to sleep, please. Let's keep going. All projectiles fight speed. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. First actual mini-boss. There we go. So does beating him clear it? Ah, so that just means we have to beat him to clear it. Makes sense. Makes sense. Nice little potion. Okay, let's keep going with the boomerang daggers. Could go with the phase boots. What does the phase boots work with? Phase boots works with something. Ice shards. Hey, look at that. And the thing is, like, so I mentioned it last video, and I'm going to mention it again, is that I had mentioned at one point in one of my earlier videos that none of these I really want to go with. Let's just go ahead and banish. I'm going to banish the Temporal Shroud, because I know that one goes with the big boomer. Let's go ahead and go with move speed. Yeah, move speed. There is a sense of fun and enjoyment in unlocking or discovering what the combinations are, but at a certain point it kind of harms the runs because, you know, they're not going as optimally as they could be, and, you know, while it can be fun to discover, we also like to be very powerful. And I think I'm just going to take Longsword here. I'm thinking between, well, now that I'm looking up here, it combines with Boomerang Dagger, so we're definitely taking that. You know, it's like those kind of cases, like, once we discover it once, then I don't have to worry about having this guide up and following it and trying to figure out what all the combinations are, because they'll all be listed down below, and it'll be nice and simple. So I think I'm just going to take Crit Chance here. I mean, crit damage, I'm more likely to take Air Blast, but what good is crit damage if I'm not actually have a decent crit chance? So let's go ahead and take that. Okay, we got our bonus, like, literally right here. Activate altar. Don't be inside, mother! Fricker, why are you inside? Alright, well, now we got another enemy to fight. Okay, Holy Cross. I don't really... Man, yeah, see, this is, like, where I don't want to take it. I've got to figure out how to increase our banishes and rerolls. Well, I guess it doesn't really matter. Well, I mean, to be fair, it kind of sucks that these are all individual, like, specialty weapons, so none of them are going to combine. But these two are going to combine. I already have... Let's see. So these are going to combine. This combines with the boots. This combines with the blade. This combines with this. So the only thing that I really don't have is the lightning bolts. So I can kind of pick anything I want. I think I'm just going to take Holy Cross. I think that's the safest one to pick. Okay, flamethrower, let's go. Kill the skeleton. Do it. Do it. Nice. Give me a 3-fer. I'll take a 5-fer. Oh, 3 it is. Very nice. What are we getting? Ratchet disc, ice shards, bottled lightning. Lovely. Let's keep going with ice shards. Get that all leveled up. Get some evolutions going. It's evolution. Speaking of evolutions and digivolutions, if y'all ever watch Digimon, what favorite Digimon theme song? Favorite season? Let's hear it. Or Pokemon for that matter, because we're talking evolutions. Which one is your favorite theme song? I'm gonna be honest, like, Master Quest is pretty good. Like, it's hard to beat original Pokemon theme song. Oh, wait. Isn't that the one we need? Elven Forge? That is pretty... That's a pretty lucky pickup. Not even gonna lie about that. Oh, we got a 5-fer 2? Hello. We got the run. We got the run, boys. Scatter shot's great. Let's go Ice Shards. Ratchet Disc. We just need one more for Explosion. Let's go Phase Boots. Ice Blast, nice. Oh, we're doing hot. Like the original Pokemon theme song was really good, but I'm gonna be honest. Excuse me. The next couple were also really good. Master Quest was really good. Oh, what's the one? There was a short meme. Almost up the ladder. There's a whole new Pokemon Johto. Yeah, that theme song was freaking great. Okay, let's go all damage. I think that might be one of my favorites, but you still gotta catch 'em all. Be the best you can be. I think that one might be my favorite. There's a lot of good ones, man. But it's one of those things, like, people always think like you have to say the original, and that comes with anything. It comes with any song. You know, if something is a remake, sometimes, don't get me wrong, sometimes the original is just strictly better, but sometimes the remakes are better too, right? With like the song "Hurt" that Johnny Cash did. It was a 9 Inch Nails song. Like, obviously very different, but like the guys from, or the singer, I think, from 9 Inch Nails said that they'll never perform that song live again, because he's like, we can't. This is just, it's Johnny Cash's song now. Like, it won't be performed live again. But I don't know. Sometimes I feel like people have this like need to say that the original is always the best because it was the original, but I don't necessarily subscribe to that idea. I think that you can have something evolve on the original, and you can say that it was the original, but that doesn't always mean that it was the best. Right? I think that, so I actually just saw a clip as I was scrolling through YouTube Shorts the other day of, let's see, what do we want here? Swamp of Death, Lucky Charm. I feel like we already have Lucky Charm. No, maybe it was another option. Should get the self-cultivation. Or should we get Swamp of Death just because I think it might be the rarest? I don't know if this indicates rarity. Just get self-cultivation. It was a clip with Muhammad Ali. And, oh, we got some drops here. Wait, where are they? Oh, they're right over here. Okay, I didn't even realize the boss died. We have a ton of luck. Does that mean we're going to get... Oh, we're getting a 5 for... So I wonder if luck, it changes your luck on this. Luck is another one, kind of like absolute damage, that I don't know exactly how it's working. I think it might increase the chance that you get 4 options when you level up. It might increase the chance that, like, you get 5 on these spins. We get a split shot here. Shoots 4 arrows across an arc in... So basically it's going to be 5 shots because we have the passive from our talent tree. Arrows will split into 2 upon hitting an enemy up to 2 times. Wow, that's going to be hitting a lot of enemies. That's going to really help out. Throws flying disc that revolves around you as they fly outwards. Also places bomb at your feet every time you move a certain distance. Yeah, I would definitely like that. So, clip of Muhammad Ali. He was in an interview. Is that us shooting? Oh, that's the bomb shooting those out. And let's see. So, sorry, I know I keep pausing on my thoughts here. So let's go to Mercenary Camp. Then we're going to work our way up to the altar, then to the Mage Tower, and then to the other altar. Yeah, we'll do that. He was in an interview, and I'm going to be honest. I don't remember any of the people that they were talking about. I do know Muhammad Ali. But basically, the interviewer was asking him of the old guard, and this was back obviously a while ago because he was still up and talking. I don't even is Muhammad, has he passed away? I think Muhammad Ali has definitely passed away. Although I've seen fairly recent clips of like him and Mike Tyson interacting. Let's go with Phase Boots here. Yeah, so I don't remember if he has actually passed yet or not. I think he has. But anyway, that's beside the point. He was being asked of the old guard, which are, you know, they were like 20, 30, 40 years his predecessor. If he were able to fight them, I'm going to take Call of the Wild here. I tried Hirement. Actually, I'm going to take Healing Totem here because we don't have any healing of our own, unlike last time. So I will take the Healing Totem here. Oh, got it. That's a pretty small area. Okay. Of his predecessors that were considered some of the best when they were around and kicking and in their prime, who would he beat and who of them would beat him? And his answer was, it was very classy. It was a little bit prideful as well, because the way he answered was kind of like, come on, man, I would smash all of them. However, the way he said it was, let's see, let's go ahead and take Boomerang Dagger, was basically, I'm going to summarize what he said. This isn't exactly how he put it, but basically what he said was, you know, they might have been their best. They might have been the best at their time, but something to consider is back in the day, they had prop airplanes. And back in the day, prop airplanes, there was a prop airplane that was the fastest. However, today we have jet planes. You could say the same thing with boats. Back then, we had boats that... we only had boats that ran on sails, and sure, you could have the fastest running boat there ever was, but now we have boats with engines in them. So is it really a fair comparison to compare those things in the past to the things that we have now? Sure, they might have been the best back then. That doesn't necessarily mean that they would be the best if we took them straight out of their time, put them in today. They could be the best if they had the same, you know, training, the same equipment as you know, I had today, but it's not really a fair comparison to make. And I thought that made a lot of sense, because there are a lot of people that will like to ask those questions. You know, there was another interview where they had Mike Tyson and Muhammad Ali on at the same time, and it was towards the end of where Muhammad Ali was starting to lose the ability to speak. And they asked Mike Tyson, like, in your primes, who do you think you could have beat Muhammad Ali? And he was, you know, actually very humble and said, like, this guy's the champ. He's the greatest of all time. Like, it's not really fair to compare. I think that likely, and I think Muhammad Ali actually pointed out, he's like, look, my thing was dancing. I could dodge all the hits, but if this guy lands a hit on me, I'm done. Like like he wasn't one to tank hits. He wasn't a bruiser. He was a dancer, not literally a dancer, right? But I think that's a fair thing to bring up, in that, especially if you look now, like, I'm sure with the Olympics now over, but I wonder, if some of you guys may have seen this short going around where it's comparing gymnastics now to gymnastics, like, I don't know how long ago, it was either like 50 or 100 years ago. And they're doing like triple, quadruple flips off a handspring stand and landing perfectly. And back then they just like vaulted over a bench, basically. It's like it's a completely different world, and it's not at all fair to compare them in the same way, because it's basically a completely different sport. Not only do you have, in the sports world, completely different training equipment, you also have a completely different science of the human body, right? That's another just expansion on technology, right? Because we have new technology to study the human body, how it behaves, how it adapts. And so because of that, you're going to be able to create new training regiments and, different... let's see, let's go ahead and go with coins here. We're actually good on healing. Let's go ahead and set my priorities here. And so because there are resources that they did not have access to back then, it's not at all fair to compare the two, because, there's just tools that one didn't have over the other one. Okay, let's go ahead and grab Poison Blade for more crit damage. But I thought that was like I said, going back to Muhammad Ali's comment on the whole like plane analogy, I think that was a really good way to put it, because I think that a lot of people, and that's not necessarily always in sports, it's the same thing with chess. I see like Magnus Carlsen, who is, as far as I understand, the best chess player. The best chess player. Well, he is the best chess player in the world today. There are debates whether he's the best of all time. He will tell you he's not. But it's, it's kind of just a courtesy thing. It's a being humble thing that people who are in the best of all time, same thing, Tom Brady, Tiger Woods, all these guys, they will say that they're not the best, and they'll push, they'll kind of push towards the guys who were the best before they were. Let's go ahead and head up here to this secret shop. We have plenty of time, and we have plenty of damage. This run is going way... I'm going to be honest, guys. The reason I'm talking so much, this run is going way better than the last one. That's for sure. Compared to last time, that was a struggle. This one is cake. I'm just walking... These guys are butter. I'm just walking right through them. They'll always answer like, oh, no, like, I'm not the best. Like, have you seen this guy? Have you seen what he did? But, the thing is, like, sure, the person XYZ, I'm going to be honest, I don't know my football history that well, but, whoever you would compare with, like, Tom Brady, for example, maybe they have, like, better stats here or there. I mean... Isn't Tom Brady, doesn't he have the most rings? Or a better example, I guess, would be between Jordan and LeBron, right? Like, the question is, like, who has a better conversion rate, but also, it's also about talent that they go up against, right? It's not just about their individual skill, it's about who they go up against. And so if you use that analogy that Muhammad Ali was using about, his predecessors, about how the fact that they didn't have the same training, they didn't have the same strength, they didn't have the same agility that he had because, science and body, not body chemistry, but the understanding of the human body and about the sport evolves over time, and they didn't have the same resources that he did. The same could be said for all opponents. And so if you're going against, it doesn't matter who the player is, if you're a quarterback and... Let's see. Let's go ahead and go for Air Blast here. If you're a quarterback and you need to, avoid being sacked and you're being run at by people, are you going to look at the guys who I'm going to be honest. I don't know how heavy the guys were back in, you know, back in the like 30s and 40s, but I'm assuming that there were less, you know, 300-pound guys coming at you than there are today, right? Or not, they're probably not even 300, right? Because they're not even probably, those are probably the linemen. But let's say 250, 260, right? Maybe that's not an exact science of how big they are, but I'm assuming guys now are much bigger, even just in terms of muscle mass, right? They're going to be much larger than they were back then. So the question is, like, which one is harder to get away from? People are faster now. There's a whole bunch of stuff. So yeah, it's like, maybe you don't have maybe like there's a certain player that you're behind in stats now. Sure. And maybe not all stats. Maybe some stats you're behind. Maybe some stats you're ahead. Ooh, that's pretty nice. But you also have to question, oh, heck yeah. Multi-air blast, nice, and then a bunch of coins. We will take it. Love it. But, you know, maybe your stats are lower because you're also going up against harder competition. That's also something that you have to take into consideration because, you know, not everyone's circumstances are exactly equal. Or even close to equal. Nobody's equal. Nobody's the same. Nobody's situation is the same. And so it's really hard when you get into... You can obviously look at stats as the best estimate to how one thing is better than another, but the circumstances around those stats are never going to be identical in any way. So it's, you know, it's not a perfect science by any means. All right, Ice Wolf King. I think we've got the damage to take you out pretty quickly here. This should be no problem here. There has been a drastic difference between this run and the last run. It's not even close. In the last run, I probably did not talk nearly as much as I did this time, mostly because I was just focusing on not dying. And this time, the boss, it just melted. Just completely melted. This character's great. This character's great. Fantastic. So much fun. The most fun to be had. Let's go. Let's collect Untouchable. Very nice. Let's collect our coins. And we'll make our way out of here. Sweet. Yeah, that kind of shows that we were doing mighty fine. Mighty fine. So I'm kind of hoping here that we unlocked a new character. Did we get lucky? We had a lot of luck runs. Actually, it wouldn't really be a luck thing. It'd be more of a, did we get far enough? There's the magic mirror that I needed to work on Nario and Juigi. There we go. Aster. Nice. The summoner. So we're going to get to play a new character next time. That's what I was hoping for. Let's collect our achievements here. Let's just do claim all. Bunch of mods here. Sweet. And next time we're going to play Aster the kitty. Okay, Aster. Careful there. Let's not flash the camera. Jeez. All right. So, yeah, Aldreya was sweet. Really cool character. I mean, pretty straightforward. Just put movement speed on her and her damage goes crazy. We didn't get swarmed nearly as much compared to Augustine, which I guess makes sense. Augustine's supposed to be a little bit more of a balanced character. But I guess to be fair, we also had 30% reduction on cooldown, which is a really, really large bonus. I guess that's pretty good. So yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching. That's where we're going to leave this one. If you liked the video, would you kindly smash the like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already for more roguelike content. That's going to do it for me, guys. I'm out of here. I've been Ganyonz. I'll see you on the next one.